up, Bloody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Märchen Crown chapters 44 and 45. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we're at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. We ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, is kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba kitty who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked summer anime season in full swing, in which today we're going to be covering Hatakimi. We are also covering Yomi no Tsugai, Miramashita Urumikun, Bleach, 100 Girlfriends, The Exiled Heavy Knight Knows How to Game the System, Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom, Reiwa no Dara-san, Mabius Dust, and Digimon, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, woo! So last time we covered Märchen Crown, we got to the truth about the world, and the witch herself, that that is taking care of Mikkel and Rapunzel. Woo, she turned her back on the gods. But let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And dude, she is giving Joker down right now with this makeup. And this chapter is titled God's Deception. The traitorous witch? What exactly did you bring us here to do? Well, the answer lies just beyond this door. That which I seek and that which you seek. Now, come, you must place her lips upon this crest. What? Ooh. This is the innermost reaches of the earth, the forbidden realm which even God's own kin are not permitted to enter. It is the bedchamber of the most revered, most radiant and supreme goddess of all, Sophia! Dude, that looks like Rapunzel, holy shit! Oh my god, she really does look just like Rapunzel. So she's the goddess? Mikkel, look above her. Yes, that is the thorny crown, the relic of the ancient promise, and the prize you seek. Now let me speak of the more recent past. You must be wondering why I've instigated a rebellion and led you both here. I will tell you the reason. Okay, now we're getting some good shit. Getting to the good shit up in here. God, I hope this manga's not getting axed, because I really like this manga a lot. After Sophia slipped into her slumber, the duel for the crown, Selectio Regalis, was held time and time again. Kind of like the fight for the Holy Grail in Fate, huh? Yeah. Yet even as time went on, the new king of men had yet to emerge, until one day at last a king did call upon Sophia's chamber. And that man was What? Rydell, your father! However, he refused to take the crown, for he could not bring himself to let go of that which he would lose in exchange for placing it upon his head. And that was, in short, his companion Belle and the young child they shared. So he's technically the prince! Mikkel, that child is you. Dude, go! Rydell! Go. His father realized what was more important. And dude, Mikkel is so much like his daddy. He was like, dude, I could have all this power and all that. I could be king, but I don't want it. Because I don't want to give up the things that matter the most to me, which is my waifu and my kid. If Sophia is awakened, the princess she created as a clone will be returned to her and cease to exist. In other words, your love will never be realized. Oh my god, should you take the crown and essentially marry the goddess, then Rapunzel too shall... What? That's ridiculous! Haven't we all been fighting for our companions' sakes? also goes for Ilya and that man. All of that just to be torn apart from each other in the end? How? That's so fucked up! That is God's cruel and unforgivable deception. Well, yeah, fuck. Hey, man. Rydell too could not accept this and chose to depart the divine realm. But God's soldiers, enraged by this insult to the supreme goddess, would not allow their escape. And so in their final moments, they secretly entrusted you to me. Judith, please, let at least our son be spared, I beg you. Only someone of God's realm, such as myself, could hide their child from God's prying eyes. I transcended worlds, time, and space, shielding their child in secret, fully knowing it was an act of rebellion. Damn! Well, that explains a lot! And so 100 years passed, and when the time came again for the battle for the crown to begin anew, I returned you to this world. I planted memories within you as if you had always lived in that village, bestowing only your father's name upon you to pay my respects, and so you would not lose sight of who you are. Mikkel, I could not help but love you three. Your mother, father, and you. That was the seed of change that took root in my heart. It is simply too pitiful that Rydell and Belle, the king's branches and princesses who came before them, all of them were led astray by God's deception, forced to hurt one another and ultimately die. This is so fucked up! The crown is said to grant all wishes, yet it cannot even grant them a future with their one and only love. If that is not the ultimate betrayal of mankind, then what is? That's so fucked up! Before I knew it, I had come to detest the God who had hurt and deceived them, and desired to put an end to such a cruel world. God! What a twist, man! This is the truth. And also, God, this art is great, too. Now, Mikkel, there's no more need to uphold any promise. Listen to the rage that smolders in your heart. Avenge your parents' regrets and expose God's deceit for what it is. Seize the crown, fulfill your wish, and at last bring this battle to an end. You must kill Sophia. You must kill God! What? That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Akka, I like it. First of all, let me say this. As a chica, you're doing the damn thing, okay? This art is fabulous. But Akka, this writing is great. I love what we're getting here with this writing, but God, I really want to see the other princesses, though. I do, but God, the whole truth behind this situation, in terms of this battle, is fucking epic. I love this. Akka, I love what you're doing with this lore. It's so good. And this chapter is titled A Voice. All right. And also, what do you guys think about this twist with Mikkel? I love the truth behind Mikkel. The truth for Mikkel is fucking awesome. I love it. That was a twist. Oh my God, that was such a good twist. I have to kill her? After losing your companion, there's but one wish the crown can grant you. Your true wish cannot come true unless you kill Sophia. Now, but what will happen to Rapunzel, though? Will Rapunzel, I don't know if Rapunzel will truly come back, though, based on what she said. I don't know. I knew it was you, Judith. Johanna, where's the other witches, too? I want to see the other witches as well. It just can't be these two. I think there was another witch we saw as well, but I want to see the rest of them. I had a strong suspicion you were plotting something, but I underestimated the magnitude. I never imagined you would even involve that child, plotting to kill God. That's rather bold. God, Judith looks like the Joker, man. It is the Joker witch. So what if I am? Do you mean to stop me, Johanna? Don't lump me in with you. I have no intention of going off book. If you intend to kill God, then that is simply what I will record. However, I do bear a message, not for you, but for your king's branch here. For me? Mikkel, I'm sure you remember Barabbas. But dude, hold on a second. Before I continue, if Barabbas knew the truth about what was happening and what would happen if he got the crown, would he go through with it? Because he really likes his waifu. Would he go through with this? I don't know. You gotta wonder if it makes sense why this battle has never ended. It's because the people themselves, or the guys themselves, they don't want to abandon their waifus. That's gotta be why, right? Of course I do. How could I possibly forget? Well, you've been obsessed with reclaiming your companion. Really? He has defeated 10 king's branches, conquered the 4 seas, and become a mighty king. Really? Are we not going to see the rest of the princesses? You gotta be shitting me, man. And now to fell the last branch remaining, he has returned once again to the land in which your fates first were crossed, the Isle of Grampides. I swear to God, I hope it's not because this manga's axe, but I really wanted to see the rest of the princesses. That's not fair. Like, I really want to see them. I've already told him of your wrongful entry into the divine realm, to which he said, then, it seems I've no choice but to slay every last one of his people. And his wife is just going along with that? If he insists on breaking the ancient promise and committing the grave sin that is usurping the crown, I don't care if he merely wishes to reclaim his companion and create a peaceful life together elsewhere. I shall wipe him from the face of the earth. That is the only punishment worthy of his crime. And his wife is just going along with it! Doing so would be no trouble for him as he is now. I want to see the rest of the waifus, though! He's capable of wiping not just people, but entire forests from this earth. Let me reiterate, I do not intend you to... I like this, though, that Johanna's just like, dude, I'm just an observer. I don't give a fuck. I'm just letting you do your thing. I do not intend to stop you from killing God or usurping the crown. However, if you truly wish to run from the fated duel for the crown, you must be prepared to pay a hefty price. Everyone will be killed? Even Mihail and Lafina, their countrymen, everyone? But even still, as long as I have Rapunzel, then... Mikel. Oh, that's right. Rapunzel. Witch. Take us back to the mainland. No more running. I'm going to defeat him and save our friends. Why, Mikel? That which you seek is already before you. Because... Yeah, I agree with him on this. I'm sure Rapunzel would say the same. Mikel, you truly are your parents' child. Yeah. I'd love to see more of that. Very well, go forth, Mikel, son of the hero Rydell, child of the ones I loved, and go become the people's hero. But I want to see the other princesses, though! I gotta see if the Manga Plus comments are in agreement with me on this, because I can't be the only one being like, but are we just not gonna see the other princesses? Because I want to be clear, I like this shit from Mikel. Like, this reveal about Mikel is freaking awesome. It's very much giving, like, especially in terms of, like, the time, the travel through time and space, is very much like what we saw in Fairy Tail with the Dragon Slayers, like Natsu and Wendy, and Gajeel and them traveling through time and space, or what was it, like 400 years? Like, that's why I'm like, that part I actually think is really cool. I like this a lot. And, like, the stuff about the catch about the Grail, or I said the Grail, I'm sorry, the catch about the crown itself, I really like that aspect. I like that there is a catch to it. That once you take the crown, your waifu, your true love, will cease to exist. I like that aspect. I think it's genius. Like... It freaking sucks, man. I really hope this manga isn't getting axed, because I really like a lot of what we're getting here. Let's see. Yeah, people are like, oh, hey, so you know that Fairy Tale Princess Battle Royale we teased? Well, this guy just defeated all of them, and he made giant castle mechs. Sure, let's go with that. It's just... the series feels like it has been in a non-stop state of trying to escape the axe, and as a result, it has done nothing with the premise. Yes and no. I agree that it has tried a lot. But in terms of the premise, though, I really feel like we got, especially with Mikel and Rapunzel stuff, I really feel like we got a lot of stuff. Like with the Cinderella arc, and we got the yaoi. Oh my god, that yaoi shit. Holy crap, that yaoi smut. That stuff and the Sleeping Beauty stuff, like that we got like really good shit, but who was my thought on all these people that gonna get killed? Shortest battle royale ever, death game ever. They just killed everyone else off screen to skip to the boss fight. Like, seriously. I'm so pissed about that. So is it truly over? So where the fuck did this glasses chick come from? I swear to God. Akasaka, come on, dog. I have so much goodwill for you. Why do you gotta do us like this? At least give us some extra chapters where Volca gets to be happy. That alone would be enough. So we went from fairy tale horror to Princess Battle Royale to God killing, and now we're not gonna get getting the God killing part? No, I think we'll get the God killing part. I do. I think after Barbas is killed, we'll get the God killing part. I think we will. Let's see. So, someone pointed this out too. So Mikkel does have a sense of humanism with him. And the public opinion matters to him too, such as being a hero. Oh my God, I'm so pissed. Someone will even point this out too. So I guess we're never going to see the girls on the front cover. They were axed off screen just like this manga, as if that mattered. They were all Rapunzel with different hair colors. What a no! Like, this is not fair. I want to see the rest of the princesses at least. Like, I hope that we get to see them in some form in this final like before the series ends. Every chapter feels like the lore dump introduction to a new arc that is immediately skipped over like Oberon's train wreck, like an Oberon's train wreck eternally crashing into itself. At least it keeps things interesting. Now this is a very interesting thought too. I have this feeling Barbados would climb up and do the God killing himself if he's gonna do it himself. Like, no shit. Even if he does even if he doesn't kill Mikkel, if he gets the chance to do it, like the moment there is an opening, he'll kill the God. He'll kill Sophia himself. There's no doubt he will do it. I think he will. I think he'll do it himself. Because I think he's supposed to represent Mikkel if he just would have kept on going. I'm just so annoyed though. I really wanted to see the rest of the princesses. But I'm guessing this manga is just getting axed, which really fucking sucks. I really like as I said, the lore that we're getting here in terms of the God and stuff like that, I think is very fascinating. I like Mikkel's lore a lot. I like this whole thing with the Grail and the Thorny Crown. But man, I really at least wanted to see the rest of the princesses. That's the only thing. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we could keep bringing you more Marching Crown content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.